I can speak to all animals, which includes insects, snakes, ants, lions, anything. With humans, no, not yet. My name is Fátima Zahra and I'm an animal communicator and animal Reiki healer. Animal communicator is a person who speaks to animals telepathically. I think he wants to be left alone. At the moment he won't be able to speak because his energies and all of ours are mixing. Telepathy basically means tele, which means distance, and pathy, which means feeling. So if you actually put it together, it's called distance feeling. Think of a huge silver web, and on that silver web, you have me, you, your entire family, and all of the animals on this planet. And the threads of the web are what connect me and you together. So if there's an animal per se on that web, I can then connect to them by logging on to their signature frequency, and then I connect to them telepathically. So animals communicate in a variety of ways. With me, they communicate via pictures. They show you a whole movie clip of what happened. But my strongest glare is thoughts and words. The way I'm speaking with you is how they would speak to me, except in my mind. They also communicate through feelings, so they send me all sorts of feelings of heartbreak, where it hurts, emotional pain, and I've had smells, but thankfully no tastes. They talk about a lot of things. They'll talk about your relationship, they'll talk about people that have passed away, how close you were with them, what they like, what they don't like. It depends also on the questions you ask. If you ask a question about, for example, what direction do you think I should go in, or what job do you think I should apply to, they would give you information. Oh, Cara. There you go. Okay. The last reading I had, one of the animals told me, "Can you please tell my owner I do not want to listen to Shakira, Beyonce, and Tupac anymore?" And I'm like, "Why those three?" She's like, "Just mention those three." I'm like, "Okay." I tell the owner, and the owner is like, "Well, that's what I make her dance to." And I'm like, I don't think she wants to listen to that anymore. She wants more classical, soulful music. So things like that surprise me. The only way you actually know you're receiving the correct information is through verification. So many times they will speak things that do not make any sense to me, but when I relay it to you, you will understand. Yeah, it's interesting when an animal tells you that I'm excited about a new edition, and you're like, "What new edition?" The owner says, "Actually, it's true. I just took a pregnancy test this morning and I'm pregnant." Not really, but the only difference is how they come across to me. So for example, I communicated with the snake once, who gave me the most humbling experience. I felt very humbled in his presence. He was like a guru of sorts. And then we have ants and insects who are just doing whatever they need to. Sometimes they talk to you. Actually, they always talk to you, but it depends how often you form a connection with them. No, nothing of that sort, so no. We're still raising a lot of awareness, and this is something very, very new. So we are gonna get a lot of skeptics, and they do not understand that, at least the people I've spoken to. So I thought, you know what, forget it. It's not worth it. I didn't look it up at first because I knew we already had history with it, and it did happen before us, the prophets who could speak with the animals. So when I was younger, my mom would always tell us stories before we went to sleep, and she would tell us stories about the different prophets. One of the prophets she told us about really stuck with me, the Prophet Sulaiman, and he could speak to animals. I was always so fascinated that I wish this was something I could do. It's basically a dream come true. Anyone can learn it. In fact, as children, you already have this innate skill. It's something you're born with. However, when you become adults and the everyday world takes over, you forget it. It's just a speciality that you have invested time and energy in, and a lot of practice and dedication, and a lot of self-belief and no doubting, because it's all in the mind, so it is weird. I have gotten a lot of people emailing me telling me that you're a complete scammer and this and this and that, and then I just tell them, I know you've had a bad experience with your pet, so don't worry, let me do this for free for you, so at least you will see that I'm not scamming you or I'm not trying to do any harm for you. I actually want to help you, tell you what maybe your baby boy has to tell you who has passed away. And then they start believing, and then they're all grateful. But in the beginning, no, not really. The moment I tell you now, you tell me what thought you received in your head. Now. Great. No, I sent you a hello.